Right now we're gonna boil water for the first time. This is for anybody who's cooking for the first time after all the times of, your family member or somebody cooking for you, and finally you want to cook something for yourself, or you want to become a proper human being, so that is what it is. So how to boil water. First is you have to make sure you have a heater, like electric stove or any type of stove is okay. So this is low heat and this is high heat, so make sure you check the heater before you start cooking, because if the heater doesn't work, then you can't do anything, right? So if you turn this on, then you see the light up and you can see the heat like coming out of the surface, so it's very good. So the device is working, so stove is working. A very common mistake a lot of people who cook for the first time make is that they heat up the pot first and then pour water. Just like they'll heat up the pot first like this and then pour water. But this is a very dangerous practice, because if the surface is overheated, then there is something called the light and frost effect. So imagine this is how you have turned the heater up and then let it heat up the pot, and imagine you drop some water drops, it's gonna evaporate right away, right? Or if you pour water directly, because the pot is superheated, it's gonna form a thin vapor layer under the water super quickly, and then it's gonna evaporate explosively, so it's gonna be like all over the place and it's gonna steam like mad. So it's very dangerous, so you don't do that. So now that we learned about the light and frost effect, we're gonna fill up water first. And then start boiling. We often believe that water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, but what really happens is the bottom of the pot that it's in contact with the heater directly is a lot hotter than 100 degrees Celsius, so or 212 Fahrenheit. What's 100 degrees is the top interface that's in contact with atmospheric pressure air. So because the water is saturated at 100 degrees Celsius under atmospheric pressure, so inside water, when it gets closer to the heater, it's actually hotter than 100 degrees, and that's the reason the pot burns up, because the pot doesn't burn at 100 degrees Celsius. It burns up around like 200, 300 degrees Celsius, and that's why. And you see small bubbles are formed, but not to a strong degree, and this is a continuous process. Now you see the bubbles merge and then they depart from the surface, and then they come up all the way to the interface. So this is what it is. Anyways, now the water is boiling a bit. You can wait until it boils more. It's a continuous process, so it just boils like rapidly or slowly. That's all the difference. There's no certain point where it can finally cook, it's all about your intuition. Anyways, the water's boiling right now, and if you think your friend needs to learn how to boil water in the first place, let alone how to cook, well, send this to your friend. See you next time. Bye bye.